Could that help? Interview after school. We need to pull one of them away from the inner building. Maybe we just burst into them and then... If we say... I was about to say, like... We say that someone has been tampering with the equipment, or you saw someone going into the broadcasting room. I mean, that could work, but then all three of them would probably go there, obviously. But maybe a teacher has been asking for one of them specifically. Maybe that could work. I told them I'll think about it, and I thought about it. But of course, I couldn't think of a way to separate one of them from the others, especially when they were doing club activities. I thought and thought, but I couldn't come up with anything. What do? I have to think of something. Oh, and she's friends with one. Okay, that's a little different from the mumble rap approach that I gave her. Wow, what a cheerful voice. So much cheer I barely remember what I was thinking about. What's the rush? I raised my head to find Ano posing with a thumb up in front of me. Nah. If anyone could, it would be you. Which means... Something is a little bit odd about you today, Ano. Yeah. Exactly. Too much Monster? Too much Red Bull? What? How in the hell are you so full of energy then? Alright, I'm on board with you. That's the way to go. There you go, girl. Yeah, so it's definitely also the Red Bull that's slowly kicking in, probably. Oh, yeah. Alright. I hate sci-fi, but thanks. Yikes, this doesn't look good. Well, you forgot sleep, technically. I'm just gonna get tired going along with this. Instead of talking to Anu, I should figure this out. Ah, alright. Good. Yeah, I can see that. I bet. Wait, more importantly, the broadcasting club. Yeah, sure. She's meeting Miyama-san to give her a DVD. Oh, that's a good idea now, yeah. Well, she's also not gonna be there if we go, though. Very good, very good. After all this, I realized, what the heck am I saying? I'm completely incoherent. Yeah, a little bit. It sounds like I'm trying to steal Ano's DVD from her or something. And Ano's just holding the same pose and expression as before. Cut that out, would you? This won't work. I've got to think of something else. Well, you kinda got a point. Ano's still frozen. Say something. I mean, you know where she is after school. That was a good point, and maybe you're not gonna. Maybe she's in the classroom at the moment, and you're not gonna find her during lunch break. You know.
じゃあ間を取ってこの DVD は放課後レナに渡すことにするね。
Alright. How did you come to that conclusion? What difference is she splitting exactly?
な、私が忘れないようにちゃんと放課後声かけて教えてね。頼んだぜ、ブラザー。
She really said brother. Okay, good. Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, I'm not your bro, though. I don't get what Ano's thinking at all. Why would you change her mind after listening to that nonsense from me?
だってユナそうしてほしいって顔してるから。
Not at all. She said, dead serious. You're dead wrong. With the same face, same pose, same smile, same thumbs up as before. Yeah, it's scary when you use that voice with that look. But... not sure for what, though.
嫌だな、ありがとうなんて言わないでよ。
Oh, her voice went back.
だって私ら友達じゃん。おっとこれは海の持ちネタだった。
I can't deal with her today. But this helps, it might work. I don't know why Ano listened to my nonsense, but it really helps. To a certain degree, I would say, yeah. Lunch break. I gave my report to Sachi-san and Megumi while I ate on the roof. I told Sachi-san to wait at the entrance of the inner building and that I'd get one of the broadcasting club there, Club 3, to stay behind somehow. The rest would be up to her. She agreed and when I went back to the classroom... Oh, Hina. Ah, yeah. Yuna ne? Hina had come to my class. She was being swarmed by my classmates. She'd borrowed the Seat in front of Ano, so I thought they were talking, but... Ano sleeping. My classmates appeared to be sharing the leftovers in their lunches with Hina. What is this? It's like they're feeding a little growing puppy. So you're Tomi-san's childhood friend, Hina-chan. I didn't know that. I see. There are girls in the track team in here. It must be how this started. Hina's cute and she is kind of like a puppy and she'll eat anything if you give it to her. Yuna name? Ah yeah, sorry. What is this? I feel like somebody else is playing with my favorite doll without asking or something. No, Hina's not a doll. What the heck am I thinking? What's up? Did she need something? I was nearby, so I thought I'll give you my lunchbox. Ah, see. Thanks for coming all this way, Hina. Oh, you make Hina-chan's lunch, Tomi-san? My classmates asked as they reluctantly let Hina go. Looks like you were getting some treats. But Yunane's lunch was better. You shouldn't say something like that now. Did you say thank you to them? Yunane. Yeah? Ano-chan said Wednesday would be good for the study group. Wednesday the 23rd, okay, that's fine. That works for you, right, Hina? Can't wait for the food. Yes, I'll make something good. Yay, I'm gonna be back then. Go back then. Okay, see you. Bye-bye. I thought she's gonna fade out of existence as well. Well, I mean, Ano is sleeping at the moment, so we can practically steal the DVD from her. I mean, it's not like she's gonna remember, right? And after school... The moment homeroom ended and the teacher left the room. Yuna. I almost shouted when Megumi suddenly appeared out of the air. Thin air. What is it? Those three are already heading for the inner building. Ha! What? That's fast. Our homeroom just ended over here. Did their class finish up a little earlier? Nope, there's no time for this. We've got to stop them before they get to the inner building, and for that... Ano! Yes, yeah. You're lending Miyama-san a DVD, right? Oh, yeah, let's go. Okay, let's hurry. Miyama-san's got club activities, right? Yeppers. No one freaking says that. But I mean, why would you hurry? Just let them let them start the interview, I would say. And then you can, get someone out. Ano grabbed her bag and came with me, no questions asked. She followed as I trotted down the hallway. Looks like her weird burst of energy from this morning is gone. Well, she did sleep through most of the day, including classes. I continued down the hallway on the shortest path to the inner building. Will we catch them? What will happen if we do? First, we have to stop Miyama-san and then Ano-chan give her the DVD. Then we somehow keep her here. Should we just ask her to do something for us so she doesn't go with Ichika-san and Futano-san? Ah, crap, I didn't think this through at all. Exactly. Even though I couldn't come up with anything. We've just got to do something, whatever we can, and when I decided that, we caught up with them right around the stairs. And, we're just looking for you. Ano addressed Miyama-san before I could say anything. At the sound of her voice, Miyama-san turned around and Ichika-san and Futano-san with her. I know it's been a while. They basically have the same voice at this point. It's been since the day before yesterday, I think. Do you see the... Did I see you the day before yesterday? I heard you on the broadcast. I'm gonna fall for it, and you don't trick me into mentioning we saw each other this morning and yesterday. Ha. Is this conversation real? At least I'm not so tense anymore. Yeah, lulls you to sleep. Ano-chan, Tomi-chan, hello! Heya, Umi-chan, Sasa-chan. Hello. I returned Ichika-san's greeting from next to her. Futano-san also gave me a little nod. Then I bought the DVD I said I'd lend you. Oh, really? It's rare for you to bring something only 3 days after you're saying you will, huh? Just leave it to me, but you know... What? Wait a second, Ano, it couldn't be. I forgot it in the classroom. I thought so. Wait a minute, Ano! I'm at a total loss. We can't stop her if we don't have the DVD we were supposed to be giving her. I was too careless. I should have checked to make sure Ano had the DVD with her when we were leaving. It's in her bag, isn't it? What do we do? How do we stop Miyama-san, get Ano to go back and get the DVD? Have her wait here? Will that work? The moment I was about to propose that... Sorry, could you come back to my class? I'll give it to you. Wow, Ano, isn't that asking too much? I kind of get the feeling Miyama-san isn't going to want to go to the trouble. She might just leave. I was starting to get nervous thinking about it. Jeez, what am I supposed to do with you, Ano? Sure, I'll go with you. Huh, I didn't expect that answer. I bet you just forget again if I ask you to go get it. You've seen through my plan. Yeah, sure. Oh, what? Is this gonna work? It couldn't be that easy, could it? Hey, Nina. See? Yep, there's Ichika-san. They're going to the inner building for club activities, right? She won't just let Miyama-san leave, right? Sorry, Yuri. There's some stuff I want to see for a show on that DVD. If I don't borrow it now, who knows when I'll be able to. Sorry for the trouble. Well, if you have to. You know how to use the voice recorder, right? Good luck with the interview. We got it. Come back to the inner... Come back after you borrow the thing, okay? Sure. I'll just borrow her then. Hey, I'm the one borrowing. It seems like everything just worked itself out in no time. Everything turned out perfect for me. What is this? I didn't even plan to do anything. I headed back to the classroom with Ano and Miyama-san still a little dumbfounded. Will this work? Sachi-san can read their hearts if it's just Ichika-san and Futano-san, right? I mean, yeah. But what she could also do is if we like there's a little bit of time that Sachi-san has. We don't know how long it takes. Probably just like a second to figure it out. And if it's none of the two, I was about to say she can check her, but I mean obvious. I pulled a Megumi there. It's obvious then who is the one who has the feelings, and then we just need to confront her. I guess it went well, somehow. It wasn't me though, everything just worked out. It's like using soy sauce and mirin to flavor something when you're out of sugar and it turning out alright somehow, but even less likely. I mean, I basically don't use it for sugar, I use it for salt, but alright. Works out too. I finally made it back to the roof, it's been 2 hours. After Ano and Miyama-san and I went back to the classroom and finally gave Miyama-san the DVD. Ano, sorry. And the two of them pretty much simultaneously fell asleep. Due to the circumstances, I couldn't leave the classroom and go up to the roof by myself, just leaving the two of them there like that. And a little while ago, they finally woke up. Miyama-san returned to the broadcasting room and Ano started home. They were probably gone already though, the other two. And I finally made it up to the roof. Oh jeez, what were you doing, Yuna? Just as I expected her to, Megumi bit my head off. I had no excuse, of course. The situation had taken its toll on me as well, and I couldn't even summon a retort. I'm sorry, I got held up. It's fine, Yuna-san, and it seems things went well. Well, maybe, but anyway, it worked out. Jeez, Sachi-san, you're too soft on Yuna. Well, since Yuna-san held Nena-chan back, Umi-chan and Sasa-chan were the only ones who went to the inner building. Thanks to that, I was able to figure things out. Ah, good, it did work. Well, hold on a second, by the way. I hope she didn't... well, she's only able to go into the inner building, huh? Yeah. Okay, so she basically had to check the other two. On the way, it would work, but when they already were in the classroom where they did the interview, I think she probably would have had some issues because there were actually 3 people then there. But we'll see. So then, how did it go? Out of those 3, the one who was in love was Sasa-chan. Tano-san, so it was her. Yeah, what did I tell you? Even though she looks the coldest of the 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could throw a curveball. Like, you know, when I said she has trouble expressing her feelings. Alright, still didn't expect it though. And she's in love with Umi-chan. Ichiki-san, so bright and energetic. It came through very clearly. Sasa-chan's heart was pounding the whole time from when they were heading toward the inner building to when they returned to the Hoshikan building. She was always focused on Umi-chan. Really? Yes. They don't, like, personality-wise, they don't match at all. Now we know which of the 3 we should be helping. Right. But for now, let's just wait and see if Sasa-chan has trouble or hits some sort of impasse. In the meantime, Yuna-san. Ah, yes. I'll leave it to you. Leave what? Oh, I get it. Cleaning up that place from Maki-san. I was about to say, yeah. I'm really tired out of it. Today was really tiring, with Ano's energy and all of that unexpected things that happened while carrying out the plan. Yes, well, thanks for everything today, YouTube. Yep, good work, everyone. Well, I'm glad that all went well, and I'm really tired. I'm going to bed early tonight after I eat dinner with Hina. Okay, so Futano. Kinda expected it, but not really. Like, I really thought it was like the sleepy one and Ichika-san, but okay, we were totally in the wrong. Got a little CGI for that, by the way. Thumbs up for us. Yuri Cupid number 4. Let's see. Today marks the beginning of the week before exams, so only this week. Let's make this week count. Ugh. There are no club activities or committee work allowed until tests are over. You can't stay after classes unless you have some special reason. But shouldn't, like, the week before exams, shouldn't that be where you want students to be in classes together so they can study together, basically? But they let you stay until around 6 if you're studying in the library or your classroom. Yeah, there you go. You'll get a little scolding if a teacher catches you fooling around. The week before exams, huh? Oh, Megami, what's up? Do you need something? No, not really. It's rare for her to come all the way to my classroom without a reason. Don't you want to spend all your free time with Sachi-san? No? Test sounds like a lot of work. Well, it's not like we can get out of them. It is school and all. Well, I don't have any tests. Everybody suddenly starts being seditious at this time of the year. It's fun to watch. It's good torture. It's not like I only study when exams are coming up, though I can't say what everyone else does, I suppose. It's so nice being a ghost. We don't have tests or anything. I get it, Casper. Why don't you quit rubbing it in and try being a little friendlier? Are you keeping up with your classes? I think it's a little bit... It was a little bit hard at first when she freaking put, like, shining messages all over the board. Yes, I am. I don't need to cram or anything. I thought so. You're so boring. I'll try harder. I'm tired of hearing that. This is fine, isn't it? My grades aren't bad. You seem like you'd be good at the basics, but you take a really long time to get back when you stumble on something. That's incredible. None of your business. Oh, how scary. Talking to her is tiring. Sachi-san sent me with a message. Do your best at your studies this week. I see, so that's what she's here for. Sachi-san herself said she said the same thing to me before. I get it, I won't be able to help you until tests are over. I suppose not. I'll finally be able to spend some time with Sachi-san without our third wheel. Would that be me? You guys are the ones who dragged me into this. Well, I'm glad glad to have a break for a while since I've got to study, and I doubt anything will happen since everyone's got tests. Nah, don't. Yesterday I tidied up the spot where we found Maki-san. I tidied up the spot we found for Maki-san. It didn't take as long as I thought it would, so it should be fine as long as I can clean in there a couple more times. If I can manage one time before tests are over, I'll be able to finish up on the last day of exams. And about Futano-san and Ichika-san in the broadcasting club, we decided to wait and see what Futano-san will do. No problem so far. She's probably gonna do nothing, because that's what she's been doing the entire... like, for 2 years, basically, now. Well, I'm gonna get going. Today's Wednesday, and there are specials in the Super Chumaru grocery I don't want to miss. I made sure to check the flyer this morning. And Ano's coming over tonight for a sleepover study session, if she doesn't forget, with Hina. I really need to get those two to concentrate on their textbooks. I'm gonna be busy. I want to put some effort into making dinner for Hina and Ano too. I'll go back to Sachi-san then. Megumi said, disappearing into the ceiling of the classroom. How convenient. I'm here, Yunane. In her place, Hina entered the classroom. She came over to my desk, bowing her head to other track team members in the room. Ready to head home? Okay, I'll wake Ano up then. We're stopping by the Chumaru, okay? Did she pull an all-nighter again, by the way? Probably. Wake up, Ano. Hina's here. We're going to head home. Ano was nesting her head in her arms on her desk when I woke her up. Did she stay up too late again? At this rate, she's gonna fall asleep while we are studying. Nah, maybe not. She got a good nap in, I guess. I bought the panna cotta I'd make into my room, and the three of us kicked off our study session. I'd garnish it with blueberry and strawberry sauce, but the panna cotta itself wasn't too sweet. I was a little worried about the calorie count. Yeah, for panna cotta definitely. But you need sugar when you're studying, and a little extra energy wouldn't hurt. Tell that to Ano. Just pour in some Red Bull for good measure. I've been moving a lot lately, and Hina's on the track team. Ano could stand to be a little fatter, I think. Yunane this. Yeah, huh? Weren't you just doing English? I got bored, so I switched to math. Bored. Are you really how... Okay, she doesn't make any ding-dong damn sense, alright? Math is the worst subject there is. English is the way to go, obviously. Bored. Are you really going to remember the stuff? I said, looking at the page Hina had indicated to me. What? I'm not sure about this. Sorry, Ano, can you look at this? Yeah. I review and study pretty regularly, but I still have subjects I'm good and bad at. I'm fine with the humanities. With humanities? What? Alright. But I'm not so great at math and science. Ano's the opposite. She's good at science and not great with the humanities. What's humanities? What kind of... What? Like, English? I guess? Maybe? Like social stuff? Like history? I don't know. We often show each other our notes and help with each other's poor subjects. It looks like Hina's learned from my example and studies every day, but it seems like she doesn't have that much spare time since she's always busy with track practice. Good scores on her first exams at Shojou would put her parents at ease. Though it seems like they're not expecting too much from her grade-wise, I think they're happy as long as she is. But that's all the more reason I want to make sure she's studying on the week before exams. Come to think of it, you were super popular the other day, weren't you, Ina-chan? I want to, but it looks like we're already derailing. Everyone was saying you were really cute. When she came to our class to give me her lunchbox, they were like, she's so tiny and adorable, but it looks like she'd bite your hand off if you tried to pet her. A ferocious cuteness. Big sis so proud. Is that a compliment? Yeah, I'm also not too sure. Come hang out with us again. I bet everyone will give you some more of their lunches. Good plan. It's definitely a good plan. Come on, Hina, don't be lured by the food. Yeah, but I mean, by what else then, right? People talk about you in my class too, Ano-chan. Oh, really? Like what? Like what? They say you're like a princess and you have big boobs. Well, yeah, alright. Oh, embarrassing. Doesn't really look like it. Hey, are you two studying? I was about to scold them, but Ano's pen started moving across Hina's notebook. Anything else? What else do they say? They also talk about school ghost stories. Ooh. What about me? Nothing else about you. School ghost stories, huh? Well, that's a pretty standard topic, right, you know? Yeah, I guess so. Our school's pretty old, so I bet there are a bunch of them. Yeah, I bet there's a ghost or two there. Uh-huh. Yep, there are. 2 on the roof. I can't really be scared of ghost stories anymore after seeing them for real. But I mean, those two are an exception. They might not be all... They might not all be scary, though. There was a really cool person at our school. It was a really long time ago, though. She was a student here before the war. Her friend was about to fall from the roof, but she saved her and fell in her place. She died, though, of course. Suddenly, the fence on the roof starts to crumble. Her friend starts to fall, so she throws herself out by reflex. She didn't even think about what would happen to her. All she wants to save her best friend. She grabbed her friend's hand and pulled... Oh! She managed to pull her friend back onto the roof, but instead, she ended up falling. She flew toward the ground slowly. And the last thing she saw was her friend looking down at her from the roof. At least her friend was safe. Or so I heard. The dramatization was brought to you by Anafushi. Whoa. And in honor of her courage and dedication and to mourn her death, the school planted the Inoki tree by the Hoshkan building. Huh. That part's true, since there is an Inoki tree there. Is she talking about Sachi-san? I get the feeling she is. I don't know much about Ano's story. I don't know how much of Ano's story is true, but Sachi-san did say she died in an accident. Hey Ano, which roof was that? Huh? The Hoshkan building, right? But the Hoshkan's new, isn't it? It wasn't there before the war, right? They rebuilt it, right? So it was the old Hoshkan building. Ah, I see. She must be talking about Sachi-san. She did go to the school at some point. I mean, obviously. Megumi too. The white and black sailor uniforms they wear. They are the old uniforms of our school. I didn't know that when I first met them, but it wasn't hard to find when I looked it up afterwards. That's how they looked when they were alive there, in the uniforms they wore in those times. I wonder what their school lives were like. What did they do? Will they tell me about it at some point? It's unusual for you to be interested in this kind of stuff, you know? Ah, well, I thought I should get you guys back to studying soon, but I didn't want to be rude about it. And you know, say that again, but a little more tsundere. Well, come on, get back to studying, you too, Hina. Yeah, we've got to keep studying for now. We should be concentrating on that. I've got to make sure my school life continues on like normal. All this ghost stuff has been really throwing me off lately. Ano is good. Ano is good. I like her. She's cool. But yeah, come to think of it, we didn't really... They didn't really explain to us how... Like, neither Sachi-san nor Megumi-san told us how they actually died. But... we're gonna see. Like, you know, the thing is also, like, as I said, like, there were 50 years in between these two, so they couldn't possibly known of each other. Maybe they met in the ghost realm? That's also what I want to know, how they actually got together, you know? It would be interesting to know. Yuri Cupid 4. Cupid.